Dear students, in today's session, I will teach you our subject regarding, we are continuing, already we have completed the topic modal verbs, M-O-D-A-L, modal verbs, already in the first video or first class, in class number 1, part 1, I explained you about the modal verbs. It is part of the auxiliary verbs. We have already known auxiliary verbs are 24 and 11 are the primary auxiliaries. These are called modal auxiliaries. Modal auxiliaries are 13 in number. Already we have discussed modal auxiliaries will, would. This class has been completed, and about the shall, should. This is also the functions of the shall and should in language functions. I have explained you in detail in last 2 classes. This is the part 3 class. In this session, I will explain you, all of you students, please listen carefully and thoroughly, and in this session I will explain you uses of may. What are the uses of may? And may, the past form of the may is might. May, might, gh is a silent in this word. And my dear students, these 2 words, modal verbs or modals, I will explain you in detail what are the uses, what are the functions of the modal verbs may and might. We are commonly using in day-to-day life modal verbs. My request is you should concentrate on the function of the that particular context, that statement. First of all, before going to discuss of modal verbs, what are modal verbs? Modal verbs can be used in to express our ideas, our thoughts. In English grammar, that combines with another verb. May, it combines with another verb. It may get good marks, or I may get good marks. It combines. I may get is a base form E1 and modal plus E1. It combines with main verb. It does not come individually or isolated. That is more important. You should. In English grammar, that modal verb combines with another verb, and it is used. Modal verb is used to indicate mainly the mood of the speaker. To indicate, mode means mood. Mood of the speaker, of the tense of the speaker, of the opinion of the speaker, of the thought of the speaker on that occasion. That is the these are come in the language functions. Language functions. Modal verbs, how to use modal verbs, they are very important. What are the functions of the modal verbs are important. Modal verbs are also known as modal auxiliaries. Modal auxiliaries. These are also called modal auxiliaries. Modal auxiliaries, and that expresses generally necessity, certainty, possibility, or permission. Those are the different type of expressions based on the mood of the speaker, mood of the writer. That means, for example, we use ought to. It is one of the modal verb. Ought to takes to is a preposition. We ought to pay the electricity bill, the current bill, to pay the electricity bill or current bill. We ought to pay to the this is our duty. It is obligation. We ought to pay. We ought to pay the electricity bill. That means we ought to pay. In between modal verb to is there here. This is the exception. but does not any preposition comes between the main verb and the modal verb. But you ought is generally takes two preposition. You ought to pay the current bill or the electricity bill. That is the expression of the modal verbs. And today's class is first we will discuss about May, M-A-Y, May. Already May is a noun form in the one of the month. Names of the months January, February, March, April, May. It is a noun form. That is entirely different. But it is come under the modal verb. As a modal verb, what is the function of the May? Modal verbs, what are the functions of the, what is the function of the May? May is used to express mainly possibility, This is more important, possibility. You should remember this word, possibility. That means mainly the May, when you use the in sentence, the expression of the speaker, the intention of the speaker to express the possibility. For example, I may get good marks in my examination. I may get, for example, any in this modal verbs, any subject take, there is no any change of the modal verb. He may get good marks, I may get good marks, they may get good marks. Based on the subject, either singular or plural, first person or second person or third person, the basic structure, the word does not change. In main verbs, they may be changed based on the person and first person or second person or the tense. That is entirely different. But modal verb, for example, it may rain, it may rain. It is a possibility. It may rain or not. We expect, we predict our idea. It may rain tomorrow. It may rain in a few minutes based on the guessing of the atmosphere or weather. That is the possibility. I may get the good job. I may go to abroad in few years. My brother may come in the next week. My brother may come next week. This is the may is used possibility. One of the function of the first function of the possibility. Possibility means it may be have done or not. That is another thing. That is the first opinion, first our declaration based on certain conditions, certain possibilities. We will express our idea. It may rain, he may come, they may participate in the competitive examinations, they may get good marks. I may get good marks. I may be in the Chennai tomorrow. I may become a lawyer after completion of my education. This is the possibility should be expressed through the modal verb, my dear students. And then the second function of the may is second function is it is used to express permission. 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 Express permission. May is used to express permission. And these permissions are two types: seeking permission, seeking permission, or asking permission. Both are same. Seeking permission or asking permission. Seeking permission means asking permission. Asking permission, for example, may I come in, sir? May I come in, sir? May I come in, sir? It is asking permission. Yes, you may come. Yes, you may. That is the giving permission. Giving permission. Number one is, first one is asking permission and giving permission. It may is used to express permission. May is used to express permission. That means two types of the permissions. One is asking permission, another one is giving permission. For example, may I go home? May I go home now? For example, one of the student asked, for example, may I leave the classroom? May leave the classroom? May leave the classroom? May go out, sir? May go out, sir? May leave the classroom? That is the asking permission. This is more formal. May is used for, can I leave the classroom? Can I go out, sir? Can I ask my doubts, sir? That is more formal. Can is less formal. It is used between the colleagues, friends, peer groups, and relatives. In formal language, may must be used. May must be used. May I leave the classroom? May I go out, sir? May I go home now, sir? Yes, you may go. Yes, you may go. You may go. May is seeking permission or asking permission. Generally, students are asking, may I come in, sir? Yes, you may. That means, may I come in, sir, is asking permission. And yes, you may. Yes is enough. Yes means you may come in. No means you don't come. You don't come in. That means what is the meaning of? That means giving permission. That is one more. One is the possibility. First one is possibility. Second one is the permission, the usage of the may. And then may is also used to express wish. May is also expressed someone's wish. Someone's idea, his opinion, wish. In future, the wish of the person, wishing of the person. That is the third function of the next function of the may modal verb. Modal verb means to express some of the moods of the speaker or the writer. For example, our wish, may God bless you. That is the wish. May God bless. May God bless you. May God bless you. We is exclamatory. May God bless you. May God bless you. May God bless you is a wish. He is desire. His opinion. May God bless you. For example, one of the incident, any person has departed or they have, that person has departed. Some movie generally says, may his soul, this is the wish, may his soul rest, R-E-S-T, rest in peace, rest in peace. Generally, we are saying rip means rest in peace. May his soul rest in peace. May his soul rest in peace. This is a wish. Rip, R-I-P. Re means, R means rest. In means, I means in peace. Rip, P means, V denotes P for peace. May his soul rest in peace. It is may is also to express wish, by dear students. And may is used subordinate clause that express purpose. Subordinate clause that express purpose. What is the purpose? We eat that we may live. Well, best example is this one is best. We eat that. This is the we eat one clause. That we eat that we may live. Why are you living in the universe, in the society? We are living, we eat that, because of we are eating. Without strength, without ability, physical strength, how is it possible to live in society? Even when we are healthy living, we may live. But it is the purpose. P-R-P-O, it is the purpose. It is the purpose. sorry, purpose. What we denote the purpose through the modal verb may. May is used in subordinate clause that express a purpose. That express a purpose. That express a purpose. For example, we eat that we may live. We eat that we may live. L-I-V-E, live. Live. L-I-V-E, live, not a live. We may, we eat that we may live. Because we are eating, that we may live. That is the purpose of the sentence. Purpose may be expressed in the modal verb may. And generally, one more example, using the wish purpose, farmers use fertilizers. Farmers use fertilizers. Farmers use fertilizers so that they may have a rich harvest. So that they may have a rich harvest. Harvest means production. Harvest means production. Farmers use fertilizers because so that they have a rich harvest, the rich production. They may have rich production. They may have may is used to the purpose. My dear students, you should understand the usage of the may and useful of the. Here some of the examples and definitions are there. I will explain you. The rule for the use of modal verb may is that it used to express possibility. I will explain you possibility, and permission. I will explain you. Wish. I will explain you. And faith or hope or purpose. Hope or faith or purpose, both are same. These functions have been done by the modal verb. When we speak anything, we express our possibility, we express our permission, we express our wish, we express our faith, you express our hope or purpose through the using of the modal verb may. Some of the examples are there here. For example, it may snow in the evening. It is a possibility, it may or may not. It may snow in the evening. And it is one of the example of the possibility. And may I go now, sir? May I go now, sir? It is interactive mode. I may go now. It is assertive mode. It is a assertive mode. It may snow in the evening. We should also, the structure of the sentence also. According to the meaning, following the meaning, the language function. What is the language function? It may snow in the evening. It may be possibility. It may be possible. It may be possible. That what is the structure? Subject verb structure and complement structure. In the evening means adverb of time. This is the complement, not an object. It may snow in the evening. It may be possible to may snowing in the evening. That means the possible or possibility of the action. That is the opinion of that particular person based on the weather or the atmosphere. And then second example, we should understand second example, it is a interactive mode, it is a question mode. May I go now, sir? May I go now, sir? May I go now, sir? That means permission. Inversion is there. Subject before the verb comes before the subject. Subject comes after the verb. That's why we keep the question mark. It is an interactive mode. The permission must be interactive mode. May I come in, sir? May I go now, sir? May I ask you my doubts, sir? Any doubt regarding to this topic? May I ask you? May I go? May I leave? May I talk with my friend? May I drink a glass of water? May I read down? May I write the examination, sir? tomorrow. May I go now, sir, means permission. What is the permission? It is a seeking permission or asking permission. Asking permission. Giving permission means you may go. Yes, that is the giving permission. Both should be expressed either negative or positive or interrogative or answer also we give. You may go. You may go. That is giving permission. And the third function I will explain you: wish, hope, or faith. These three functions, mainly may has done three functions: possible, permission, or wish, or faith, or hope. What is the may God always be with you? It is a wish. It is the desire. Wishing, blessing. We bless someone to be good in his life. He is leading a good life without any hurdles, any difficulties. May God always be with you. May God be with you. Always be with you. It is also in the interrogative mode. May God bless. May God bless be with you. The verb, modal verb comes before, in between the object, God. Subject comes after the verb. The verb comes before the verb, subject. May God bless you. May God always be with you. May God provide you good health. May God bless you. These are the wishes. That is the wish. That is the faith. That is the confidence. That is the hoping. That is hoping. That is the wishing. That is the faith. That is the truth. That is the three functions should be done by the modal verb. I am satisfied, my dear students. You should understand about them. And then we go to the next modal verb, the past form of the verb. Some of the example, purpose. He is working hard so that he may get an appraisal. Purpose. I have already explained you purpose. He is working hard because so that he may get an appraisal, praising, appraisal. It is one of the function. Number one is possibility. Number one is possibility. Number two is permission. Number three is wish or faith. Number four is purpose. He is working hard so that he may get an appraisal. That is the purpose. Okay, next we go to the modal verb might. Might, it is more important. It is a past form of the may. In this session, only two modal verbs I will explain. In each session, I have been explaining you two modal verbs. In the first session, I have completed shall and should. In the second session, in the second video, first session will and would I have explained. Second session shall and should. In this session may and might. The might is the past form of the may. What is the definition here, might or regarding to might? The rule for the use of modal might is that is used to express less possibility, permission, guess. Three functions: permission, guess, less possibility. Less possibility. It may rain. It may rain. It might rain. Both are correct. But one is might rain is the less possibility. It may rain is the more possibility. That is, you understand, my dear students. And then you should understand about the might. Mainly the might is one of the function is also there. That means might is the past tense of the may in indirect speech. If the direct speech may is there, it changes into might. Present form is changed into past form. For example, I will explain it through the examples regarding to the might. We are discussing about the might. For example, he said, I may stand for election. I may stand for election, election. I may stand for election. I may stand for election. If may is there, it is a possibility. He may stand in election. He is participate in the election. He compete with the election. He said, he contest in election. I change into he according to subject. Reporting subject, based on the reporting subject, in the reported part, the first person change according to the reporting subject. Because he is a gender, feminine, masculine gender, it is a third person singular. That means he said he may. What is the answer? He said that it is an assertive sentence. We use the linking word or conjunction. He said that he might stand. He might stand in election or for election. He might stand for election. The indirect speech, the indirect narration, indirect discourse is the indirect narration or discourse. He said that he might stand for election. This is the reported speech. Might change into might, it is useful in the reported speech. That is one of the function of the might, my dear students. For example, he said that, one more example, I will clarify your doubts. He said, I may come. Simple example I read, there is no space here. He said, quotation starts, I may come. He said, I may come in reported speech. It is a direct speech. He said that because it is assertive sentence, we take that conjunction. I change based on the subject of the reporting verb, reporting subject. Reporting subject is a masculine gender. He, third person singular. That means the same subject has come. Who said this? That person. He might come. He said that he might come. May change into might. When we are discussing about the reported speech in assertive sentence, I will explain you. And it is one of the uses of the might, my dear students. Might shows less possibility. This is more important. Less possibility, already discussion, we have definition, the introduction. Less possibility than may. May is more possibility. For example, it may rain. It is more possibility to rain. It might rain. It less possibility to rain. He may get good marks. It is more possibility. He might get good marks. Both are possibilities, but that is the less possibility. It is the that is the more possibility. Might is less possibility. He might win in the election. He may win the election. That is more possibility. He might win the election. It is the less possibility. That is, you understand, my dear student. Generally, important note is you should understand may and might are followed infinitive. That is important. Infinitive without to. That means bare infinitive. I have given the class a video on only bare infinitive. It is called bare infinitive. Infinitive without to or plain infinitive. May and might are followed by an infinitive without to. That means bare infinitive, plain infinitive. It does not take to before the V1 verb. Infinitive means base form of the verb. To go, to reach, to drink, to walk. These are the two infinitives. Without two infinitives, we should do infinitives, bare infinitive. Pass. project, take. That is the bare infinitive. The may is also one of the function. That is the may and might both are followed by an infinitive. Both are followed by an infinitive, followed by an bare infinitive. Bare infinitive means plain infinitive without to. For example, he might pass. For example, he may pass. He may pass the examination. In the place of may, we should write the might, both. He might pass. He may pass. For example, one of the student expressed in this way: he may to pass. He might to pass. He may to go. He might to go. It is a wrong usage. I will explain that thing. May is directly take the plain V1 verb. In between modal verb and main verb, we should not insert the to. May does not take the preposition to or to infinitive. Sorry, to infinitive. It takes bare infinitive, means without to. He might get good marks. He might come tomorrow. He might play a football tomorrow. He may play. He may to play is a wrong usage, my dear students. That is more important. And questions and negations are made without do. That is, might is only possibility, suggestion, conditionals also. Conditionals also. Conditional sentence, if clause. If clause also, if I were you, I might talk with the minister of this constituency. That is conditional sentences. If I enter the contest, I might win. For example, I will give you one example to clear your doubts. If I participated in the contest, in the competition or contest, in the contest, I might win. Here the participated is the V2 verb, past form. And that's why I might win. What is the past form of the might? I might win. I might win. It is the conditional clause also. We use the may change into second condition. If clause may change into might, my dear student. And then some of the examples here. It might rain today. Less possibility. It is one example. Might I go to get the files? Permission. Less may. May is more polite. It is also, we should also might. Might means it is not a past activity. It is a present activity. It is polite. Might I go to get the files? It is also permission. May I go to get the files? It is also permission. This indicates the function in the interactive mode. Might, the verb comes before the subject. Subject is I, verb is might. This is inversion. That is why you keep the question mark. Might I go to get the files? It is also a permission. It indicates the permission it uses. Next, the might, that might be the new God. Guessing. Guess. Guess means it is a possibility. It is a prediction. That might be the new God. These are the functions of the may and might. In today's sessions, I have explained you in detail, my dear students. And you should understand the language functions. Language functions are there in 10th class, from 6th class to 10th class are there. In intermediate degree level, any competitive exams, they have given language functions. Basically, all the language functions based on the modal verbs. What are the functions of the modal verbs? What are the uses of the modal verbs? When we know that the functions of the modal verbs, we should answer correctly. Without knowing the functions of modal verb, we are not able to give answer. It is not. It is also useful for spoken language. Modal verbs are useful for our spoken, our oral language, our communicative language. The communication skills will develop through the modal knowledge of the modal. A command, a more knowledge about the modal verbs. It leads to speak in public also, and in conversation with our friends also. And we should improve our communicative skills, soft skills or hard skills through the functions of the modal verbs. Very, very important in spoken language, my dear students. Okay, thank you each and everyone. Goodbye, all of you. Best of luck and good luck.